Hello, my wonderful students. Welcome back to my channel. So, today we are going to see question paper of class 9. The subject is social science. Okay. So, we have a time of 90 minutes and total mark is 40. And this is 2025 question paper. Okay. So, general instruction question paper comprises 6 sessions A, B, C, D, and E. There are 16 questions in the question paper. All the questions are compulsory. Okay. So, session A from question 1 to 7 are MCQ question of 1 mark. So, this is session A. So, all are 1 mark questions. Okay, next session B, questions 9 to 11 all are very short answer, question type carrying 2 mark each. Answer to each question should not exceed 40 words. So 2 mark question, so it should not exceed 40 words. Okay, session B. Session C contains question 12 to 14 and short answer type question carrying 3 marks. Okay, so this session 3 mark questions. And session D question 15 and 16 are long answer type question carrying 5 marks. Each answer question should not exceed 120 words. Okay, should not exist 120 words. You should not exceed. Okay. Next, session E, case study based question with 3 sub questions A, B, and R 1 mark, and each 1 mark. Each and C is 2 mark for E question. So this is so 1 mark, 1 mark, and this question option C is 2 mark question. Okay. So this part is very important, students. General instructions. So there is no overall choice in the question paper. So there is no overall choice. Okay. So we'll go into the question. First, session A, multiple choice question. For what purpose did Lewis, 1 minute, student. Okay, for what purpose did Louis XVI call together an assembly of the Eastern General on 5th 1989? So the answer for this is the proposal of new taxes. To pass proposal of abolishing, no. To pass the proposal of new price index, no. To give poor to their rights, no. It's to pass the proposal of new taxes. Next, farmers of which state first tried out modern farming method in India? Punjab, Haryana and Western Uttar Pradesh, or Punjab, Haryana, Eastern Uttar Pradesh, or Punjab, Haryana and Rajasthan, or Madhya Pradesh, Haryana and Rajasthan. So in Western Uttar, so Punjab, Haryana and Western Uttar Pradesh, North and Eastern, not in Rajasthan, and here also Rajasthan is there. So the answer is Punjab, Haryana and Western Uttar Pradesh. Okay. So Marseillaise was dash. So is it a slogan, a type of hat, a patriotic song, a romantic song? So the correct answer is patriotic song. It is a national anthem of the country France. Okay. Next. From where do most small farmers usually borrow money to arrange for their capital? For example, if small farmers are there in the village and if they want to build their farm large, or if they want to cultivate some new crops, where do they lend the money? Where do they go for capitals? They ask from the traders or the person who is rich in their village and large farmers. So large farmers, village money traders. The answer is all of the above. So the small farmers for the capital, they lend money from the large farmers, village money lenders and traders. Okay, next. By whom was Phrygian cap won and what occasion? So we already know what is a Phrygian cap, right? We did study about it. Phrygian cap was won by a slave on becoming free, and it is also a very soft cap, and red color, that it had popped pulled forward. It was it was won during the French Revolution. I hope everyone remember when we studied this chapter. So the answer is a slave on becoming free. A man becoming free? No. By a slave becoming free? By a slave becoming victorious. So the answer is a slave becoming free. Here it is. A slave becoming victorious. Okay. Next. What is the side effect of green revolution? So what are the side effect of green revolution? Made farmer inefficient? No. It gave good amount to farmers, and it pushed farmer into debate? No. It reduced the soil fertility? Yes, it does reduce the soil fertility, because we used a lot of like chemical components, and it really become worsenized the soil's fertility. Okay, next. Among the following, what was not introduced by Napoleon? A uniform system of weight and measure? No, it was introduced by Napoleon. A law for the protection of private property? No, Napoleon introduced the law. And decimal system, he does introduce the decimal system. Slavery. So slavery was not read in, it was not introduced by Napoleon. Okay, now we have 7 questions. So here, so question A, 1 to 7 are MCQ question, each 1 mark. So 7 into 1, we are going to get 7 marks. Okay. So next is, how is fixed capital different from working capital? Okay, I will write the answer here, students, so that you can copy it out. So this they have already given, it should not exceed 40 words. So it should not go more than 1 or 2 lines. 1 or 2 lines is enough for this answer. So this is answer for question number 8. How is fixed capital different from working capital? Okay, writing the answer. Working capital is used for short term financing, whereas fixed capital is utilized to purchase non-current assets for the company. Okay, so this is less than 40 words, you can use it out. Okay, next. 21st September 1792 marked as an important day in French Revolution. What was the incident? Okay, I'm going to write the answer for ninth one. So it is a Republic of France. You can write the monarchy was abolished on 21st. Always while writing months, the first letter should be in capital letter. Okay, 1792, and country, capital letter again, was declared as republic. Okay. So next question. Who were entitled to vote under the Constitution of 1791? So I'll write the answer here for 10th question. Do remember, it should not exceed 40 words. So the answer is active citizens who paid a certain amount of taxes were entitled to vote. Okay. So, three questions. We finished. First one, how is the fixed capital different from the working capital? Working capital is used for short-term financing, whereas fixed capitals is utilized to purchase on current asset for the company. 21st September 1792 marked as an important day in French Revolution. What was the incident? The monarchy was abolished on 21st September 1792 and France was declared as republic. Next, who were entitled to vote under the Constitution of 1791? Active citizens who paid a certain amount of taxes were entitled to vote. Okay, next session T, short answer type questions on 3 marks each question. So 3 questions, 3 into 3 is 9 marks. Okay. So first question, how have the modern farming methods overused the natural resource base? So I will write the answer. Maybe this one I delete it and write it. Okay. If you want, you can pause the video and copy those answer. I'll write the answer for first one. How have the modern farming method used overuse the natural resource base? So 11th one I will be writing here. I hope that is visible. Maybe okay. I think now it will be visible. So this is answer for 11th question. So this is a 3 mark question. Little detailed you have to write the answer. Okay. So use of chemicals. For use of chemical fertilizers resulted in loss 1 minute loss of soil fertility. Therefore, farmers are forced to use more and more chemical fertilizers to achieve the production level, which in turn raises the cost of production. Okay. If you want, you can copy the answer, students. So the use of chemical fertilizer resulted in loss of soil fertility. Therefore, farmers are forced to use more and more chemical fertilizers to achieve the production level, which in turn raises the cost of production. So next, discuss the effects of abolition of censorship. So censorship, I'll write the answer here. So discuss the effect of the abolition of censorship. 12th one. So the answer is the impact of abolishing censorship in France includes increased freedom of expression, a diverse media landscape, cultural friendship, and potential challenges such as misinformation. Okay. So you can copy this answer. The impact of abolishing censorship in France increased freedom of expression, a diverse media landscape, cultural flourishing, and potential challenges such as misinformation. Okay, so the next question. Describe efforts made by Maximilien Robespierre to bring equality in French society. Okay, 13th question answer I'll be writing here itself. Okay, can write Robespierre's government issued laws placing a maximum ceiling on wages and prices. Then you can write meat and bread were rationed. Peasants were forced to transport and sell their grain to the cities at prices fixed by the government. Okay. So if you want, you can pause the video and copy the answer, students. So 3 marks each question, so it should not exceed 3 lines. Maximum 2 lines would be fine. Okay, next. So long type answer. So 5 marks for each question. Distinguish between traditional method of farming and modern method of farming. Explain the causes of French Revolution in detail. Okay, so first I will write distinguish between traditional method of farming and modern method of farming. I will be writing here. So we have like little space. So question number 14. If they always ask to distinguish, you should write in a tabular column. Okay. So create a tabular column like this. Okay, and you can divide this into two. Okay, here you can write traditional. So traditional farming. And here you can write modern farming. Okay, you always write in points. Then only it will be easy for your teacher to correct and give you points. Okay, so I will write in points one by one. So first point, manure and compost are used. Here, is it visible, students? Okay. Involves the uses of chemical fertilizers. Chemical fertilizers. Okay, for this fertilizer spelling is also correct, but sometimes in Google it will ask you to do with Z. So both S and Z are correct only. You can always spell fertillis or zers. Both are correct. Okay. So there are more farm laborers and no machines here. So there's no machines here. And here we have more machines and less farm labor. And third point, subject to seasonal rainfall. Here we have irrigation system. So we have irrigation system. Irrigation. So irrigation system that is well occupied and so not reliant on seasonal rain. So fourth point, animals are utilized to plough the land. And again Z and S. Here we have tractors. Tractors are used to plough the field. Fifth point, the crops are of great quality, but the production is low. The production is low. Here there is more production, but the crops are of lower quality. Okay. So 5 points. If you want, you can copy these 5 points. Students, this question is very, very important. Okay, not only in this school question paper, this is a different state. That's the reason I'm not mentioning the state or which school it is. This is also KV question paper this year. So this question is like very, very important question. Distinguish between traditional methods of farming and modern method of farming. And the next question, explain the causes of French Revolution. This one is question number 14. So this is question number 14. So next we will write question number 15, French Revolution. Okay, I hope this is also visible to you. Okay, 1 minute, student. I think now it will be visible. No. I will write it here, 15th. I think this will be visible now. I can increase the font little bit. Okay. Okay, so I'll write the answer. This is like a little big answer, students. So 5-mark questions. So I hope the screen would be visible. Okay, it is visible now. So you can write the French Revolution was caused by main factors. The main reason was the is it visible? Inequality between the rich and the poor. The French people were tired of being taxed heavily while the rich were not. They also wanted to be able to elect their officials and have a say in how their government was run. You can write additionally, the ideas of the Enlightenment were spreading throughout France. These ideas included equality, liberty, and very important, democracy. The people of France were ready for change. This is the first para, and second para you can start with. There's no space for second para. 1 minute, student. I'll do the second para here. Okay? I'll write it here. You can write. The French Revolution was a time of great change for France. It led to the end of democracy and the establishment of democracy. Same question came in 2-mark question also, right? Democracy, you can also add additionally it caused many other countries to declare war on France. The French Revolution was a great time of change in France. Okay, so this is like 5-mark question. You have to write at least 2 paragraphs to get full 5-mark, students. Okay, it should not above be, they have mentioned, right? 5-mark question, it should not exceed 120 words. So you can write a paragraph with 4 lines or 5 lines and 3 lines as I did before here. Okay, next. Next, we have a case study here. Mistral has purchased a mechanical sugarcane crushing machine on electricity, and he has set up on his field. Sugarcane crushing was early done with the help of bullocks, but people prefer to do it by machine these days. Mistral also buy sugarcane from other farmers and process into jaggery. The jaggery is then sold to traders and at Shapur. In this process, Mishal makes a small profit. So, what capital did Mishal need to set up his jaggery machinery unit? So, what profit he need? What he needs to buy Mishal? So, he need to purchase a sugarcane crushing machine. So, what capital he need? Money to buy this sugarcane machine. So, you need to mention that Mishal needs a capital, which is money, to buy the sugarcane machine. Can you guess why Mishral is unable to increase his profit? Why he is unable to increase his profit? Because it is not done by a man, it is done by the what do you say, done by a machinery. So machinery we already saw in traditional farming and modern farming, that more machinery, less farmer work, but there is more production, the crops of lower quality. So the quality will be very less, so he couldn't able to see more profit in this. But if you get a good quality of jaggery, that time in market we can able to sell it for more price. So why did Michel sell his jaggery to trader in Shikapur, not in his village? So he is not selling in village because in village we will have only less number of people, but he goes to a town like Shapur. He can able to meet many merchants over there, many traders, though that so that they can buy the jaggery in bulk, not in one or two jaggery thing, but they can bulk in kgs, so that he will be profited. So you will get more profit. That's the reason he went and sold all the jaggeries in Shanpur. You can answer, Mishan sell the jaggeries to traditional Shanpur because in village the profit will be very less as the people are very less there. But in Shanpur we can able to meet more merchants and traders, so that he will get more profit. Okay. So this is like these two are 1 mark question, and this C1 alone is 2 mark question, right? They have mentioned, yes, C is 2 mark questions. So you can mention the answer which I mentioned in detail. Okay, so this question paper is completed, students. Okay, all the very best for your exam. Do well, always write your answers very neatly. And when you are mentioning any years or any leader's name, any political name, any country name, person name, everything should be in capital. Okay, do not forget, it should be in capital letter. Countries, names, everything should be in capital letter. And if you start a sentence, start in a capital letter. While completing it, do it with full stop. And if they ask to distinguish between, it should be always in a tabular column like this. You should create a tabular column and point your answers like this. You have to point the answers like 1 mark, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 marks will be easily given for you. Okay, if you have any questions, you can send me an email at kv.catherine3107@gmail.com. And if you want to join the channel, I have given the link in the description box. You can join the channel. I'll be sending some sample question papers if required for practice. Okay, do well, students. I'm going to give you a green smiley today to all my wonderful kids. Take care, be safe, and always obey your parents, teachers, and elders. That is very, very, very important. Okay. 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 All the best, students. Take care and be safe. Bye bye.